Good day, everyone. I am IBP Barcala. As for my poetic-psychological vlog, I'm going to talk about Neil Perry from the Dead Poetic Society. I will connect his characteristic to romanticism as a poetic tradition, and then I will analyze his psychological development using Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So now, what is romanticism? I think it's a literary movement that focuses on emotion, our freedom, and then our individuality. And it values personal experience or rules or tradition. So instead of just following what society expects, romanticism encourages people to follow their feelings and express who they really are. And it's also about passion and imagination, and also the idea that life should be meaningful, not just something you go through, but something you actually live. So basically, it is about being true to yourself. And now for the psychological theory, I chose Maslow's hierarchy of needs because it explained that people have different levels of needs. At the bottom are basic needs like food, safety, love, and belonging. And lastly is the self-esteem. Then finally is the self-actualization. So it is the highest level where a person becomes their true self and follows what they really want in life, and it's like reaching their full potential. So now connecting this to Neil Perry, so he is a character who strongly affects romanticism. From the beginning, you can see that he has a deep passion for acting, and it's not something for us. He genuinely loves it, and that's important, I think, because romanticism is about choosing passion over obligation. In this scene, you can see how excited and alive he is. Like the way he talks and reacts, it's very natural. This shows that acting is not just an interest, it's part of who he is. But at the same time, there's already a problem. Neil's father is very strict and controlling. He expects Neil to follow a specific path, which is becoming a doctor, and he doesn't really consider what Neil wants. So now, there's a conflict between romanticism and reality. Romanticism tells Neil to follow his passion, but his environment is telling him to obey and conform. Now, using Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Neil is actually reaching for self actualization through acting because when he is acting, he becomes more confident and expressive. He's not just following orders, he's making his own choices. In this scene, you can clearly see that he is fully himself. He is confident, he is free, and he looks genuinely happy. This is what self actualization looks like. But the problem is, his lower needs are not stable. According to Maslow, before a person can fully stay in self actualization, their lower needs, especially safety and emotional support, must be secure. And for Neil, that's not happening. He doesn't feel safe expressing himself to his father. He doesn't feel supported. Instead, he feels controlled. So even if he reaches self actualization for a moment, it's not something he can maintain. So psychologically, this creates a very strong internal conflict. On one side, he has his passion and his desire to be himself. On the other side, he has pressure, control, and fear. And this is where romanticism becomes important again, because it values freedom and individuality. But Neil is in a situation where those things are limited. So, instead of fully living out romantic ideals, he struggles against a system that does not allow him to connect this with poetry. One idea from romanticism that reflects Neil's situation is the idea of seizing the day or making your life extraordinary. The idea encourages people to take control of their lives and follow what truly matters to them. And Neil tries to do that. He takes the risk to join the play, even if he knows that there might be consequences. But the problem is, he doesn't have the support system to continue that path. So, even though he experiences freedom for a short time, it does not last. Now, Neil represents romanticism because of his passion, emotional expression, and desire for freedom. And he wants to live authentically and follow what makes him feel alive. But when we analyze him using Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we can see that his basic psychological needs, especially safety and support, are not met. And because of that, even if he reaches self-actualization for a short time, he cannot sustain it. So his story shows that following your passion is important, but it is also important to have a supportive environment that also allows you to grow. So yeah, that's my analysis, and thank you.